I have to say no. I have to say no to the idea that we have to forgive MAGA people for their, I guess, their commitment to the con, to the cult, and to the indoctrination that is bigotry, racism, Republican Party, or MAGA, or whatever it is that makes certain white people and the people who want to be near them for power and influence act the way they do. No. For the past 15 years or so, as Donald Trump has been coming to power, MAGA did not forgive black people for just being black. MAGA did not forgive Latinos and Asians for just being Asian. MAGA did not forgive gay people for not thinking like they do. And that's the thing, like, these people who are, right-wing, they expect everybody to believe as they do, and they want everybody to come over to what they believe. They want to force everyone to think this way when people on the left don't behave that way. They accept people into the cult, into the way of thinking. They accept people into the fold. They recognize the goodness and the effectiveness of one's morality, and they latch onto them. We form bonds, we link up. Not in an effort to, find power, but we come together because commonality is the bridge that links people on the left. Not power. So, the expectation that people have to forgive MAGA when they couldn't merely tolerate people for just thinking, feeling, or even just existing differently than them. I don't want to hear shit about anybody saying, look, I fucked up. I spent the last almost 2 decades talking about how the black president is bad just because he's black, just because somebody on Fox told me to. Is the left supposed to forgive MAGA for what they've done? Have they been thinking? But just because Donald Trump has been proven to have lied to you and made you seem like you were being taken for a ride, you weren't being taken for a ride. You know exactly what you were doing. You know exactly what you were going for. Here we have open xenophobia towards the president. We have open xenophobia and racism in Congress. Marches in Charlottesville with the white nationalists talking about they won't replace us. You know what? I bet people don't even remember when, like, the 13 or 15 or different whatever white nationalists, white power groups came together to form the basis of the MAGA party after the Tea Party had been going around. There's very little forgiveness left for those who watched all that come together. The Proud Boys, the Oath Keepers, the KKK, and all the little sub-chapters of, oh, we hate them. No, you fear us. That's the truth. But I'm not going to forgive somebody for living a fearful life. You chose that life. You chose to think that way, and you chose to allow yourself to be reinforced inside yourself. I don't want to hear anything about, I didn't know any better. This is all I know. I was stuck in this bubble. That may be true. But you know how it feels when someone actively works against you. You know how it feels. It sucks. And that's why, you guys feel so safe in your little groups and your little bubbles and your echo chambers where the things that you do and say aren't challenged. And you want that to go out into the government and into the greater country and change how your world is supposed to be. You only have control over your world. Nobody has to forgive you for your moral choices. If someone runs into your house and punches you while you're watching TV, you don't have to give them a damn thing as far as explanation as to why you will not forgive them. With your vote, you have literally came from inside your house, your couch, your life, and cast ill will, death, dismay, destruction on the country. And you want to be forgiven? You want to be accepted back into the fold? No. This is something that a philosopher once said. I think his name is like Edric Fromm or something like that. I'm not sure what his name is. It's not coming to me. But he once said that he who desires or seeks power only does so because he knows that he is truly weak. So for everybody who has been on MAGA, everybody who is racist and a bigot and just treats people of color like we're lesser than, no, there's a reason why you do that. You look at me, you feel intimidated. You look at me, you see somebody who you say is inferior, but I'm here with you. I get good grades just like the smartest white kid or the smartest Asian kid. I'm athletic. I'm good looking. I have a smart sense of things. I have an objective view of the world. I cannot be cultivated into thinking this or that about women, about gay people, about people of color. It doesn't matter what they think about me because I'm in control of me. I can't be told how to think because I do that for myself. So the fact that you've let yourself be told how to think for the past few years, we're talking like since like 2012, Donald Trump came on the scene talking about, like it was like 2009 or ish. I don't know. Donald Trump in politics on the news talking shit about Obama goes back way far. It was not just 2016. So the fact that you've let yourself be told how to think for this many years, and now that it's no longer politically, socially, or economically expedient for you, you want to say that you don't support Trump anymore and you've been had. And don't forget, you sat beside people who high-fived, cheered, and just celebrated as civil rights, which protects my life and security, as women's rights to choose, which affects your mother, your sister, your aunt, not your grandma, but your grandma probably voted for the shit too, because it doesn't affect her. Hopefully we learn something about how things affect us and we gain some foresight as a country. I don't see that happening because we have so much immaturity and emotional intelligence in a certain population, part of this country's population, that it's going to be really hard for us to actually get to this, because there's a reason people don't like education, because education often brings discomfort and it belays previously held views. But no one has to forgive anybody for this. People have died. There's a war has been started. Our economy's in the shitter. We have less rights. People in government are literally robbing from the people right now. And the gas prices are super high. No, I don't have to forgive you for shit. And your friend doesn't. Your sister doesn't. And the country doesn't. Because when it came to us thinking differently than you and just being differently than you didn't forgive us.